Hi guys, it's Erin from Yippee and a few people have asked how I do my daily pages. I do a little extra embellishing and I'm going to take you through it right now. It's really easy and you can use any of these ideas in your own journal and just have fun with it. Alright, so here's how I do it.
Okay, so here's my Omni journal. I'll show you what I have done in the past. I was doing my pages sort of like this. You can see here with sort of a bright border, boxing it up into sections for what I was doing, my daily schedule, to-do list, food and health tracker, supplements, weather. And then I kind of went, here's some more, in a slightly different direction. I sort of wanted to get into a more vintage look, so I started doing it a little bit more vintagey, which is something that I just like the look of better. And so I wanted to show you real quickly how I do it. It's very easy, and it doesn't even have to be vintage. This is another page from yesterday and the day before that's a little bit more bright and fun. Same style, but just less of the vintage look. So I'm going to show you, and I'm just completely winging it. I do not have this planned out at all, but then again, I seldom do. So I'm just going to show you very quickly how I take some blank paper and get it ready for journaling. So first I just get a little bit of color on there, and if I'm going to go towards vintage, I'm probably just going to throw some brown on there in no particular fashion and not really any design to it. Just throw a little color on there for fun. All right, and then that will dry in about a minute or less. And I find that sort of the messier it looks, the better. So we'll leave that there. Move this over here. Now, while that's drying, I'll show you I'm going to use a couple of rubber stamps. These are a couple from my collection that look sort of vintagey. And I'm going to use some brown archival stamp ink. I've also got some washi tapes here, so I'll probably use something in the brown and vintagey looking area, which would be these ones here. And then just some regular stickers. These look like old stamps. And then a couple butterflies, which is one of my favorite themes. All right, so that is almost dry enough. We can start putting a little bit of washi tape on there. So I'm going to go with this cool old handwriting looking tape. And I just go right around the edge. It does not have to be perfect by any means. It's just to kind of give an overall feel and give a sort of a border to your page, which looks kind of cool. This poor Omni journal has taken a beating, so I kind of like that though. All the pages are crinkly and some of them have washi tape edges. So I kind of like that. It's definitely developing its very own character, this journal. My next one is going to be slightly different. But for this one, this is what I like to do. All right, so you get the idea. This one I might use a little bit different tape. And sometimes these washies are hard to find the beginning and the end. I'll show you a little trick for how I solve that problem. There we go, right along the edge. And one more. All right, so now we've kind of got a border. And this acts the same way as a bounding box, which I mentioned in my other journal, the journal about doing straight lines without a ruler. I think I talk about a bounding box. But for some reason, everything looks better with a border around it. I don't know why. All right, so now we've got our colors down, just messy. washi tape around the edge for our border. Here's my tip for being able to find the end of your washi tape. I just stick it back down to itself, but slightly off center. So I can always find that edge no matter what happens. All right, so that's a good little tip. All right, now this is about dry. It has to be pretty dry in order for my stickers to stick. But we can definitely do a couple stamps on here while that is still finishing, drying. So, ink up this nice little pocket watch because I think that looks kind of cool. And I'm just going to drop that in right there. And even if it comes out messy, that looks even better for the vintage feel. Because if it's too perfect, it just won't seem quite right. Put that key right there. Hope that's still in the picture. All right, so that's a couple of stamps, and I might add a couple of more. Yeah, how about a couple more? I like this little crown. Reminds me of New Orleans for some reason. All right, so there's that. Now, I'm going to let that dry a little bit more. All right, that looks about dry. And now let's do a couple of little stickers. So I got these cool stickers that look like stamps. And I think I'm just going to put a couple right up here, if I can get those off of there. Come on, little fella. These are kind of fun. They give it that old-timey feel. And I just found these on Amazon, I think. I'll try and post the link if I remember. All right, so that looks kind of cool. And you'll notice it's all kind of sticking within the color theme, which is warm and cool browns. But the brown is what gives everything that sort of vintagey look, aged look. Then I have a few little pieces of cardboard ephemera that you get at the craft store, so I thought I'd throw those in. Little tape. That's kind of fun. It's got some old handwriting on the back, and the color speaks to our theme, warm brown. This one I might save for later, save for another project. Don't want to waste too much on just one spread because there's going to be plenty more to fill in. All right, at this point I'm going to put in my days, which, let's see, Thursday, Friday, this will be Saturday and Sunday. Give me a chance to practice some writing. Saturday, if I can spell it correctly, that'll be a miracle. Okay, got my days in there. What else do I need? Oh, I'm going to put the date. March 5th and 6th. So let's put those over here. I'm just going to squeeze them in wherever. M-A-R-O-5. Put a box around that. M-A-R-O-6. There. All right, that's pretty much done. You know, a couple curly cues and some swirls and swishes. And then I'm going to leave room for my to-do list, which is usually, you know, down here somewhere. Sometimes I stamp it, sometimes I write it. So I'll put my little boxes there. And do the same thing on this side. So as you can see, it's not super perfect, but I kind of like that messy look. So that's the long and the short of it right there. You can see blank page to, you know, a good start to a good spread here. And then as the day goes on Saturday and Sunday, I'll fill this in. I might add a quote. I might do a little doodling and sketching. And by the time it's done, you know, it'll look more like this. So I put in my little notes for the day on there. And that's it. So you can see, pretty easy. Anybody can do it. All right. Hope that was helpful. And stay tuned. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right. See ya.